What if a single event could ignite a nation, sparking decades of debate, conflict, and change? Such is the power of the Babri Masjid demolition, a pivotal moment in India's history that continues to reverberate today. In the heart of Ayodhya, India, stood the Babri Masjid, a 16th-century mosque with a history as rich as the land it occupied. But on December 6, 1992, this centuries-old mosque met an abrupt and violent end. The Babri Masjid had long been the subject of a socio-political dispute. The Vishva Hindu Parishad and allied organizations, driven by Hindu nationalist ideologies, had been campaigning for the construction of a temple dedicated to Rama at the very same site. On that fateful day in December, a rally organized by these groups took a violent turn, and the Babri Masjid was demolished. The fallout was immediate and severe. The demolition sparked intercommunal rioting between Hindus and Muslims, leading to the loss of at least 2,000 lives. To fully comprehend the Babri Masjid demolition, we need to delve into the history of the site. The Babri Masjid has been a bone of contention for centuries. The land on which the mosque stood is believed by many Hindus to be the exact birthplace of Lord Rama, a revered figure in Hindu mythology and one of the principal deities of Hinduism. This site, known as Ram Janmabhoomi, holds immense religious significance for Hindus across the world. On the other hand, the mosque itself was constructed by Babur, the first Mughal emperor of India, in the 16th century. This marked the beginning of the Mughal era in India, a period that left an indelible mark on the nation's culture, architecture, and history. This historical context sets the stage for the events of December 6, 1992. It is this fusion of faith and history that makes this site more than just a piece of land. It is a symbol, a point of convergence for two of India's major religious communities, and as we shall see, a flashpoint for one of the most contentious issues in the nation's modern history.
In the heart of this tale is the Babri Masjid, a mosque built in 1528 by Mir Baqi, a commander of the Mughal emperor Babur. This significant structure stood as a testament to India's Mughal era until the late 19th century. In 1885, Mahant Raghubir Das sought permission to build a canopy outside the structure, a request that was denied by the court. This marked the first of many legal wranglings involving the Babri Masjid and the site it stood on. The narrative took a dramatic turn in 1949 when idols of Ram Lala were mysteriously placed outside the structure. This event sparked a series of legal battles, beginning in 1950. Gopal Simla Visharad filed a suit for the right to worship the idols, and in 1959, Nirmohi Akara sought possession of the site. The dispute continued to escalate over the decades. In 1986, a local court ordered the site to be opened for Hindu worshippers. 3 years later, the Allahabad High Court ordered status quo. Tragically, in December 1992, the Babri Masjid was demolished, setting off a chain of legal consequences. FIRs were filed, including one against unknown individuals and another against BJP leaders like Advani and Joshi for alleged communal speeches. The following year, the CBI filed a charge sheet, but in 2001, proceedings against Advani, Joshi, Umabhati, Balthakare and others were dropped. In 2004, the CBI challenged this decision, and in 2010, the High Court dismissed the plea. In that same year, the High Court ruled a three-way division of the disputed area. However, this verdict was stayed by the Supreme Court in 2011. In 2017, the Supreme Court suggested resolving the Ayodhya dispute. 2 years later, the Supreme Court granted the disputed land to deity Ram Lala and directed the government to provide an alternative 5-acre plot for a mosque. In August 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi conducted the Bhumi Pujan for the Ram Temple. A month later, the special judge delivered a judgment acquitting all the accused in the mosque demolition case.
The Archaeological Survey of India later reported that the mosque had been constructed on land where a non-Islamic structure had previously stood. This revelation added another layer to the contentious debate surrounding the mosque's demolition. Criticism of the event was widespread, with many pointing fingers at the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Vishva Hindu Parishad. A subsequent inquiry found 68 people responsible for the demolition. Even decades after the demolition, the Babri Masjid site continues to be a hotbed of controversy and change. In 2019, the Supreme Court of India made a landmark decision. The disputed land was handed over to a trust with the aim of building a Hindu temple. However, the court also ordered the government to provide an alternate plot of land to the Sunni Waqf Board for the construction of a mosque. This decision was met with mixed reactions across the country. Some celebrated it as a victory for Hindu nationalism, a long-awaited righting of historical wrongs. For others, it was a blow to secularism, a sign that religious bias had influenced the highest court in the land. As we delve deeper into the 21st century, the Babri Masjid site remains a potent symbol of India's ongoing struggle between religious coexistence and sectarian tension. The echoes of its past continue to reverberate, shaping the present and undoubtedly the future of this diverse nation. The Babri Masjid demolition is much more than the destruction of a historical structure. It is a symbol of religious tension, a catalyst for political change, and a stark reminder of the power of belief and the lengths some will go to affirm their faith. In summary, the Babri Masjid demolition was a significant event in Indian history, rooted in a complex web of socio-political and religious conflicts. The demolition led to widespread intercommunal rioting and loss of life. Investigations into the event found 68 people responsible, including prominent leaders from Hindu nationalist organizations. The site's historical and archaeological significance further complicated the situation. The echoes of this event continue to be felt today, shaping the religious, political, and social landscape of India. It stands as a testament to the complex tapestry of Indian history, a tapestry woven from threads of faith, power, and conflict.